Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Raymond and I'm the director of Archer Gallery and Clark Art Talks at Clark College. As most of you know, since March of 2020, Clark College has operated remotely. Because of this, Archer Gallery and Clark Art Talks have had to pivot. We've moved our programming entirely online, creating a new website at www.archergallery.space, where our exhibitions, art talks, and studio tours now live. We've looked at this new virtual space as an opportunity to create dynamic programming full of exciting digital work from artists from across the country. The website has become the gallery, and in fact, it is the gallery. Allison Provax is our current exhibiting artist in her solo show, Out of Nothing, which is a virtual and interactive exhibition. Allison's work deals a lot with feelings many of us have experienced since the beginning of the pandemic. Her art is timely and relevant, but also full of energy and hope. Traditionally a printmaker, Allison's work has also pivoted for this show. She's created animated GIFs and downloadable phone wallpaper. There's even an interactive component where limited edition art objects are sent by mail to our students and the Clark community. This is such a great way to feel more connected to art, to each other, and to the gallery, even while we're all physically distanced. If we can't be at the gallery together, let the gallery come to us. We are also hard at work putting together a fantastic series of virtual Clark Art Talks hosted via Zoom. These artist lectures occur 9 times a year, and we invite renowned artists and art scholars from around the world to showcase and discuss their work with our students and the greater Clark College community. Artist Talks are also listed on our Archer Gallery website at www.archergallery.space, where you can find more info about the artists, their work, and info on the specific events, including the Zoom links. In addition, we now have video artist studio tours, like this one from Emily Endo, an incredible sculptor living and working in majestic Joshua Tree, California. We're working on commissioning more studio tours with artists from around the world, bringing even more art to your homes through this virtual platform. We're so excited to have archergallery.space this year as a reprieve from the difficult challenges we're all facing in the world today. Although we miss our physical gallery space and campus, archergallery.space provides students with an accessible way to engage with art safely. From the comfort of our own homes, or in our backyards, in our neighborhoods, with our friends and family, and even with our pets. Art is now accessible everywhere. How cool is that? Archer Gallery exhibitions and Clark Art Talks continue our fantastic programming through the 2020-2021 school year on www.archergallery.space. Come check us out online and experience art like you never have before. See you there.
Hi, my name is Mila Smook, and I'm a representative in the Associated Students of Clark College Student Government. The ASCC Student Government advocates and represents the students of Clark College by serving as a liaison between students and faculty, staff, administration, and the community. By involving students at the college, we seek to enhance the community through leadership, respect for difference, engagement, and service. The ASCC Student Government is recognized by the Board of Trustees as the sole representative body of Clark College students. Our current student leaders are as follows. Our president is Josiah Joner. Our vice president is Ellie Davidson. Our executive assistant is Delaney Phelps. Our club coordinator is me, Mila Smook. Our civics and sustainability director is Lauren Boyes. And our Student Relations and Promotions Coordinator is Amy Rodriguez. All of us are here to help you engage with our campus community. We encourage you to connect with us if you're interested in serving committees, joining clubs, or having your voice heard on campus. You can learn more about us and find our contact information on the ASCC Student Government webpage on Clark College's website. We also meet once a week to discuss student issues, current events at the college, and make decisions as a governing body. We encourage you to join us virtually on Tuesdays at 3 p.m. through the Zoom link on the Clark College events calendar. We look forward to representing you and working with you this year. Thank you.
Welcome to the world of STEM. I am your president, Vin, and I will guide you towards creating something magical and unique with your hands and building a foundation filled with expanding creativity and social unity. Here in our TO program, we strive towards our paradoxical goals, cultivating a fiery competition while also formulating a community worth calling family. In the heart of one of our programs, the engineering program, we pit teams against each other in a competition to create a unique, complex, and well-engineered product with set guidelines. At the core of the N.E.R.D Girls and Geeks program, our aim is to connect the community, reaching outwards to many individuals that are passionate about the world of STEM. We currently meet at 11 a.m. every Wednesday. For more information, please contact our two advisors, Carol and Tina, for Zoom meetings and further information. Thank you, and we can't wait to see you there.
I'm sorry, what'd you say? Breaking news? We gotta go.
Hi, Penguins. I'm Nick Gibson, Editor-in-Chief of Clark's student-run news publication, The Independent.
And I'm Jackie, our managing editor.
And I'm Gracie, a section editor.
We're looking for reporters, editors, photographers, designers, and audio people to join us for the 2020 and 2021 school year.
If you're interested in being part of our staff, it is recommended that you do take Journalism 101, or you can reach out to one of our staff members.
We are looking for people who are passionate about journalism, as well as cultivating Clark's community one article at a time.
One of the reasons I've loved my time at the Indy is I'm able to collaborate with my peers on meaningful work. There's also a lot of freedom to experiment with new mediums like video, photography, design, and audio. It's a supportive environment with a lot of room to grow.
I love being at the Indy because writing is one of my most favorite creative outlets, and being at the Indy provides me the opportunity and freedom to write about what I'm most passionate about and what I feel is most important in today's news.
I've met lovely people at the Indy, and we've been able to produce some really worthwhile coverage that gives back to our community.
The Indy offers multiple paid positions for a range of jobs. We are an award-winning team, and our advisor, Beth Slovic, is very experienced and has guided us through our journalistic journeys.
Here at the Indy, our motto is comfort the afflicted and afflict the comfortable, meaning we strive to provide our community with accurate, thoughtful, and unique coverage for their day-to-day lives.
I encourage every student at Clark to keep up with our coverage at clarkindy.com and to look out for our magazines when we're allowed back on campus. And as always, if you have any news tips, concerns, comments, or any questions, feel free to reach out to me through our website or through my email at editor-in-chief@students.clark.edu.
Hello, I'm Laura Nagel, one of the reference and instruction librarians. Clark College Libraries consists of Cannell Library on the main campus and the iCommons at CTC. Many of our resources are available online as well. We provide access to information, research help, and a variety of study areas. We have thousands of books, CDs and DVDs, magazines and newspapers, and textbook course reserves available at the library. We also have online databases where you can find articles, streaming videos, ebooks, and more. If you don't find what you want through the Clark Library, you can request items both physically and digitally from other libraries. All of this is available to you for free.
Okay, a few things have changed in the last year. Here's the scoop. The physical library remains closed due to COVID-19. Unfortunately, that means no study rooms or access to our computer labs. Although the building is closed, we are still working hard to provide Clark College students with the resources and services they need. You can request books, laptops, DVDs, CDs, calculators, and more from the library, and schedule an appointment to pick them up from campus. More details about how to place these requests are available on the library's website, library.clark.edu. Need access to digital materials? Use your Clark computer or lab account username and password to sign into your library account. You can do this on the library's homepage under My Account. Once you're logged in, you can access thousands of ebooks, articles, and streaming videos. As a Clark College student, you have access to over 70 databases. If you're a fan of educational films and videos, you might be interested in one of our newest databases, Academic Video Online. We wish we could safely work with you in person, but in the meantime, Clark librarians are available to support you and your research needs virtually. You can chat with a reference librarian 24/7 on our Ask a Librarian service. You can also email us, or you can drop into our virtual support Zoom room on Mondays and Fridays from 3 to 4 p.m. Come hang out with us. You can find links to these services in the description below this video. We know this is a stressful time, but we're here to help, and we are so glad you're here. Okay, back to Laura.
Behind the scenes, Clark Library staff work to make sure that print and electronic materials are available and accessible for you. Library staff also help meet your needs by accessing interlibrary loan articles and troubleshooting online resources. We are happy to help, whatever question you have.
Hello students, my name is Joe Cavalli. I am the Model United Nations Program Director, and I also teach history at Clark College. And I wanted to tell you briefly about Clark College Model United Nations and tell you why to join. We are a small club/program, and we model the real United Nations. So what we do is we try to do exactly what the United Nations does. We pass resolutions, we address issues, current issues, world issues that are happening in real time, such as global warming, climate change, intellectual theft, copyright laws, human trafficking, anything that the United Nations is doing right now, we are also doing. And we do that through meeting and through conferences. And our conferences now will be virtual since we can't meet face to face. And through these conferences, we're assigned countries, and these countries sit on committees as they do in the real United Nations. And the topics that are assigned, we tackle. So we might be assigned a country in Africa, Asia, Europe, anywhere in the world, and we tackle those problems through the perspective of that country. And for each country, there are about 4 or 5 delegates, because each country also doesn't sit just on one United Nations committee, they sit on multiple. We meet once a week and we go over what does the country that we're assigned to, how do they approach, say, human trafficking, what resources do they have any agreements or accords with neighboring countries, do they belong to international groups, do they support Interpol, are they a member of NATO? All these questions go into coming up with a position paper. And the position papers are the first process in getting a resolution passed. As you know, in the United Nations, resolutions are passed by the different committees, such as the General Assembly or the Security Council. And that's the whole purpose of Model UN, is to pass resolutions. It's a lot of fun. It's a great way to network with other students, as well as members of the State Department, former ambassadors. They're all very, very close to Model United Nations. It's a worldwide organization in schools, not just in the United States, but also in Asia and Europe. And a lot of these schools send teams to compete at these conferences, which they will do now virtually. So if you want to really expose yourself to the world and take on real world problems and have a lot of fun doing it, please join MUN. You can contact me through my email, which is jcavalli, JCAVALLI @clark.edu. We also have a web page on Facebook, a Facebook page called Clark College MUN. If you sign up for that, it'll come to me and I will admit you. And you can talk to former MUN Clark members, some of which have gone on to clerk for Senator Maria Cantwell, have gotten internships at the embassies in Washington, D.C., South Korea is one of them. They've gone on to 4-year institutions and majored in international relations. So there's a plethora of experience, and it really is a neat way to expand your horizons and also have a good time. So hopefully you'll contact me soon, and I look forward to hearing from you.
Welcome to the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. My name is Rashida Willard, and I use she and her pronouns. I'm the Vice President of the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, and my job is to make sure that my team has the proper tools to set you all up for success and support you on your educational journey here at Clark.
Hi, my name is Alyssa Voiles. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I am the Associate Director for Employee Equity, Engagement, and Outreach. I work on the recruitment, hiring, and retention of staff and faculty with a focus on our employees with systemically non-dominant identities. At Clark, systemically non-dominant refers to individuals who identify as people of color, folks with disabilities, and the queer community. We know that representation matters, and it is important that our faculty and staff appropriately reflect you all, the students we serve.
Hello, my name is Melissa Williams, and my pronouns are she, her. I'm the Director of Student Equity and Inclusion, and my job is to create and support programming and events that make students feel welcome at Clark, and to help with initiatives that prompt the college to support you personally and academically so that you can be successful.
Hi, my name is Rosalba Pitkin. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I am the Diversity Outreach Manager. Is to help you all navigate Clark College system, especially if you are a first generation or a dreamer student. I can help you and help your families to find resources to help make your college experience easier. I offer services in both English and Spanish.
Hi, my name is Dee. My pronouns are she, her, and hers, and I'm the Executive Assistant for the office and the mom of the Diversity Center. As the mom of the office, it's important for me to help provide that extra support you need for your college success, whether it's helping you stay on top of your classes or talking you through conversations you may need to have with your instructors or peers. We would love for you to visit our Diversity Center, located in Geyser Hall 214, just above Enrollment Services. Here you will find a safe and comfortable space to be yourself, get to know others, and learn and grow from one another.
We have peer mentors in the office that will be happy to help you navigate Clark College system.
Make sure you join our luncheons, trainings, dialogues, and other events to help you get connected at Clark.
We have opportunities for connection to the community and faculty and staff through job fairs, community kickbacks, and Diversity Connect breakfasts.
We want you to feel at home here in our space. So whether you're a new student or if you've been here for a while, we are here to serve you. We look forward to seeing you in the Diversity Center.
Hi, my name is Tim Tipton, and I am a multicultural student affairs peer mentor in the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. On behalf of ODEI, I would like to welcome you to the Student Involvement Fair and say thanks for showing up. The Diversity Center is a place to connect. It's a space to learn, engage, and enrich experiences. All students, staff, and community members are welcome. Hope to see you there. Thanks.
Hola a todos, my name is Abigail G.E.E.K.S. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I'm a Salvadorian. This is my third year in the United States and my second year at Clark College pursuing my AA transfer degree. I like meeting new people and making new friends, so this year I'm so happy to be working as a peer mentor for the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, a space to connect, learn, engage, and enrich experience. So you are welcome to come to see us and socialize. Thank you.
Hey all, my name is Ted, and I am the program director for both the Outdoor Rec program and Intramurals here at Clark College. A couple things to know about these programs. In normal times, we would be, for Outdoor Rec, we'd be scheduling and organizing various outdoor trips and fun things to do, like skiing, snowboarding, surfing, rock climbing, just to name a few that we've done in the past. For Intramurals, normally we would organize various activities on campus, like frisbee golf setups, volleyball, basketball, soccer games, so on and so forth. If you're interested in these programs, please give us a check out on Instagram. You'll see the links on the side of this slide, or go ahead and give me a direct email and I can get you in the right direction and get you on our mailing list. Looking forward to seeing you guys all soon in some outdoor spaces, and have a great year.
How's it going, guys? My name's Ben, and I am the president of the Clark College Students for Life. In this video, we want to show you who we are, what we do, how we do it, and how you can get involved. We're part of a national pro-life organization known as Students for Life, and we believe that an abortion is the ending of an unborn human life. There were thousands of abortions performed every year, thousands of lives taken, and almost all of them are unnecessary. In this club, our goal is to provide a voice for those innocent, unborn lives who have no voice of their own. We want to change hearts and minds while also showing empathy and compassion to those who have been affected by abortion in their own lives. We are a space for pro-life students at Clark College to experience the movement in their own community, and not only to learn to stand up for what's right, but also to become active and make a difference locally and nationally.
Hey guys, my name is David and I'm the Vice President of the Students for Life Club at Clark College. I'm going to walk you through some of the things that we have planned for this quarter. Now of course we planned all of these activities and events while still making sure that we're going to follow the important COVID guidelines. Everything that we're going to do this quarter is going to fall under 3 broad categories: educate, advocate, and support. Educate. We're going to be hosting some online informational meetings to make sure that you are informed about the issue of abortion. We're going to make sure that you have the proper tools to talk about the issue of abortion confidently in your daily lives. Advocate. We're going to be a voice for the voiceless this quarter. We're going to be hosting and attending various pro-life events and rallies that are hosted by the National Students for Life organization and hosting things of our own. Support. We're going to be directly supporting unborn children and struggling mothers in our community by volunteering with local pregnancy resource clinics and organizations that help them both.
Hey everybody, I'm Rebecca. I'm the secretary for the Students for Life Club. So due to COVID, most of our meetings will be hosted on Zoom or Google Meet, which is attached to your Gmail account. If you're interested in learning more about our club, DM us on Instagram at Clark Students for Life or email us at clarkstudentsforlife@gmail.com. And if you'd like to join our club, just let us know and we'll add you to our Facebook Messenger group chat. So before getting involved in the club, I wasn't sure how to do my part in the pro-life movement. So it's been so good to have a community of like-minded people on campus showing support for the unborn and for their parents. I've enjoyed volunteering for the local pregnancy resource center and going to statewide rallies and summits. So if you're pro-life or have been interested in the pro-life movement, I encourage you to look into our club and see what we stand for.
If you like what you saw and you want to know more, message us on Facebook and Instagram or send us an email. Thanks very much for watching.
Hi there, my name is Danielle Plesser. I'm the Tenure Support Supervisor at Clark College. We're looking for students who are interested in becoming student representatives for any of our 31 tenure review committees. You might be wondering what a tenure review process looks like, what a tenure track faculty member has to do, and how you fit in. I'm glad you're interested. Let's talk about that a little bit. Currently, Clark College has 31 faculty who are going through what's called the tenure review process. This is a process where the faculty member is assigned a committee and is given 3 years to have their work evaluated and to present their accomplishments and to talk with their peers to learn about teaching and how to be the best instructor they can be at Clark College. Over the course of the tenure review process, the tenure review committee meets with a candidate, reviews their materials and documents, such as student evaluations, they conduct observations, and they make recommending votes on whether the candidate should be rehired every year. And at the end of the 3-year process, they make a recommendation to the Board of Trustees on whether this faculty member should be granted tenure. That's where you come in. So student representatives are equal members of the committee. A student representative on each committee has the same rights and responsibilities as all of the faculty members, and even the administrator, who is usually a dean, sitting on the committee. That's right. You get to observe the faculty members' classes, you get to read their documents, and you even get to vote to recommend whether or not this faculty member should be rehired, and your vote holds equal weight to everyone else in the room. If you've ever been interested in becoming part of higher education administration, or if you've thought about becoming an instructor one day, this is a great opportunity to learn about some of the behind-the-scenes work that faculty do for their department and for the community. If you're just looking to become an expert in your field, maybe this is an opportunity to see how faculty work with community partners, as well as the work that they do in that particular discipline. On top of that, it's a paid position. Here are 3 simple rules for applying to be a student representative on a tenure review committee. Number 1, you have to be appointed by ASCC. They make sure that you're a good fit to represent the student body on this important committee. Number 2, the state requires that you be a full-time student. That means you have to be enrolled in 12 credits or more to serve on a tenure review committee. And number 3, you cannot serve on a tenure review committee for a faculty member if you're enrolled in their class. That's it. Simple, right? Don't worry. With 31 tenure review committees, I'm sure we can find one that's a great fit for you. And you don't have to be majoring in the instructor's field. Your lens as a student is invaluable to the tenure review committees, and your feedback is truly appreciated if you serve on a committee. So what are you waiting for? Email now asccvp@clark.edu to apply to be a student representative today. If you're accepted and appointed, I'll be reaching out and talking to you about a few more of the steps and the process points. I look forward to working with you. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tutoring Services Online. My name's Angelia, and I'm part of the front desk staff. My job is to greet you when you come to the Zoom meeting, as well as gather some basic information, such as your student ID, your first and last name, as well as what topic you're coming in for. Then I can connect you to the appropriate tutor.
Hi, I'm Kathleen, and I'm a returning student after 28 years. I know what it's like to need a study plan in place for college success. Well, several students and I, along with some instructors, have been trained to help tutor you to support your success here at Clark College Tutoring Services. We support transitional studies students and other students all the way up through the bachelor program. We highly value our students. Our goal is to equip you with confidence to help increase your college skills for your own personal success.
Hello everyone, I'm AJ. I'm a STEM and writing tutor here at Clark College. I understand the difficulties a quarter can bring. I understand the stresses that come when the midterms arrive, and I understand the time management stresses and most issues students have. Here at Clark College Tutoring Services, we offer help with the majority of classes Clark has to offer. If you pop by one of our Zoom sessions, we can provide you with one-on-one time with a tutor who can answer your questions and provide you study tips. I look forward to meeting you all.
Feel free to pop in anytime tutoring service hours are available. We can answer any questions then, as well as just happy to see you there. Bye.
Hello, my name is Janice Taylor, and I am the Program Manager of Tutoring Services. And I just wanted to take a minute to walk you through how to find our virtual tutoring services while we are in remote operations. So I'm going to take a minute here and share my screen with you and walk you through how to get there. So first thing we're going to do is visit clark.edu, our main Clark College home screen. We're going to go to the directories up here in the right-hand corner. Click on that little icon and scroll on down to the T's for Tutoring Services. And once you click on that, it'll take you to our main page here. And off to the right-hand side, you will see a listing of all of our locations on campus. And we have the Accounting and Business Center, e-tutoring, the Language and Writing Center, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math Centers, and the Transitional Studies Tutoring Center. E-tutoring is a site that we have always belonged to and made available to our students. This is a free service, and all students have an active account that is available to you. This is 24/7 tutoring online that is available. It is a site that is a consortium of over 50 colleges and universities. It works in 3 modalities. So In one way, you can log on and look at the tutor schedules, see who is and what is available based on subject. You can set it to look at 1 day, 3 days, whole week, or a month of schedules. You can set your schedule to come on when tutors are available by subject or person. So really set your time to figure out when's the best time for you to plug in that studying and tutoring time. But when you come on, you will work in a one-on-one fashion through Zoom with a tutor. If you log on and there's not a tutor available, you can submit your question and it will go into a queue. And then when the tutors do become online to work, they will work through the questions that are in that queue while they're not helping students, and they will submit answers back to you via email. So that's an asynchronous option. And then the third way that they'll work with you is through the writing component, our e-writing lab, where you would submit writing papers to them, any kind of writing assignments, and you would also submit your writing prompts or the assignment that goes with it, and answer questions about the assignment to give them some background and feedback on that. And then they review all of that information along with the assignment that you've uploaded, and then they give you feedback on it with embedded comments and send it back to you. So that's 4 ways that e-tutoring works. And again, that is available to you 24/7. So that's this link right here. And that's available to you this quarter and all quarters. Now, the other thing that we have set up is our virtual tutoring center, and this is where our Clark tutors are available to you through a Zoom format. You can click on any of these centers to get access to the Zoom links and schedules to connect with our Zoom tutors. So for instance, if you would like to get some assistance with math this quarter, you would click on the Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math Center. And that'll take you to our main page for that. Off to the right, you'll see that there's some current schedules over here. You can click on those just to view them if you'd like. However, if you look in the center of the page, you'll see a link to our Clark Virtual Tutoring Center. And if you click on that, you will see that there are current links to all of the schedules for all of the subjects that we have tutoring in for any classes that we're offering. There's also some tips in here of how to make the best use out of your center. We also have some files available for things that students come to us typically to get in our centers. Writing handouts, quarters at a glance is how you kind of organize yourself for the quarter, things like that. But this is the most important part. These are the links of how you connect to us, how you find us. So all of these times that are highlighted in blue are when we are online and waiting for you. So if you just click on the times during those times, that's where our tutors will be. We're hanging out remotely waiting for you. So Mondays from 10 to 2, all the way through Friday. Monday through Friday, 10 to 2, we're there waiting. And Tuesdays and Thursdays from 3 to 5. So if you are in these time zones, just go ahead and click on it and we will be there and ready and willing to help you. So just click on the schedules, make sure you have a tutor that's there and ready to help you. Have your student ID ready and click on the link. Our friendly front desk staff will be there. They'll ask you to sign in. The chat is completely private, so nobody sees your private information. And they will put you into a breakout room, connect you with the tutor, and you will be off and ready to go. We hope to see you soon. Thanks.